A common plot motif in stories is this idea of humiliation before an exaltation, or this embarrassing defeat before victory. You can see this story structure in all types of tales and legends that you've heard, whether you've watched them or read them in a book or listened to them. We see this in stories all over the place. A pretty good contemporary example of this would be in Star Wars. We see a confident Luke Skywalker in The Empire Strikes Back with this embarrassing defeat against Darth Vader. Completely humiliated. It's dark. There's no chance of him winning. But then in Return of the Jedi, this is flipped. Luke Skywalker's the one that saves the day. He's able to be the hero that the galaxy needed. And he's exalted as a Jedi. An even better example of this is in C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. In this story, Aslan, this beautiful, gorgeous lion, is taken by the White Witch, and he has his mane shaved, and then he's killed in this humiliating death. All these creatures are making fun of him while it happens, and we next see Aslan exalted as the true ruler of Narnia. He comes and he defeats this evil that's been afflicting Narnia. He is at last victorious, and you see him in all of his glory, fully exalted. So, this reoccurring plot at first seems pretty far removed from the gospel. There's never any real question that Christ was going to be the victor over sin and death. But this reoccurring story, it's the story that matters. And it matters because, as C.S. Lewis puts it, now the story of Christ is simply a true myth. A myth working on us in the same way as the others, but this tremendous difference, the difference that it really happened. The story of victory coming through humiliation is so strong because it's an echo of the gospel. We see Jesus Christ in his death. We see an even deeper humiliation as he's tried as a criminal, mocked, beaten, and then hung on a cross, only for him to later be resurrected and exalted in glory. Now, this story echoes in fiction, but God also tells us this story in true examples. In the Bible, we see Joseph, and he's left by his brothers. But because of that humiliation, he's able to accumulate all this power and save people later on when there's a famine, including the brothers. See, God uses these stories of individuals and these legends and myths to point us to a true story of a humiliated hero, Jesus Christ, whose story of humiliation and then exaltation is the true myth.